We are here today at the all-new Progress, right next door to State Bird Provisions, with chef and owner Stuart Brioza. I'm curious about your particular style of cuisine because, as you noted, it doesn't really feel like a cuisine that has come from one particular source, but rather many particular sources, and I think you very much have your own signature style. So can you maybe try to articulate a little bit of what that style is and where it might have come from?
You know, for years, Stephen, it was a challenge to when people would be like, well, what kind of food do you cook? You know, like, you know, is it California? Is it French? Is it bistro? Is it da-da-da? And it's been very hard to articulate. Growing up in the Bay Area, I was exposed to so much, not only fresh ingredients, but, you know, growing up in the South Bay, I mean, a lot of my friends were from various ethnicities, and, you know, I don't think I realized it until later in life, how impactful, you know, even just the simple things like a sleepover when you're 10 years old has upon you. And what kind of impression, you know, having a slumber party at a friend of mine who was Chinese, and his grandmother was, you know, didn't speak a lick of English, you know, and all she did was cook day and night. And, you know, you'd eat, you know, Chinese food cooked from his grandmother. Eating that food, I mean, you know, you just think of it as Chinese, but really you're logging in flavors and textures and, you know, salts and, you know, and you don't even realize it. I mean, the mind is such a powerful thing, and taste is so powerful too. And as I started really honing in on taste and flavors, the things that naturally felt right were kind of everywhere. You know, I was so, technique-wise, I was so driven by French and European techniques. I wanted so much to be like an awesome French cook. I love that cooking. As I started developing my own style, immersing those techniques with pure flavors of memories and, you know, of things that I just liked. Also like the Mexican cooking that goes on in the Bay Area, you know, the spices, the fresh acids that are always, you know, finished over a dish or really however that works. And then just my own curiosity of the world and travel. My mother's a flight attendant as well, so we traveled the world growing up, and I was exposed to a lot of variants and such. And so there was never really any traditions that I was exposed to. And so without tradition came kind of this open palette of flavor combinations and sensibilities. That's the long-winded answer to still the perpetual question of what is your style of cooking. I would say really it's an adventuresome kind of a choose-your-own-adventure style of dining that we do at the restaurants. I feel like that mirrors in the kitchen, the type of food. There's still elegance, and, you know, there's a sense of aesthetic that we drive for, kind of a simplicity, a Japanese minimalism, and a, you know, kind of an Italian sort of, like, you know, cook for your family and friends, and sort of a Chinese efficiency I like to throw in there.
Sure.
You know, so I look at a localized cuisine of ingredients with kind of a worldly, you know, pantry of kind of options.
Yes.
Right?
I think that's it.
That's it?
You're right. Well,
Did I say
that
it?
really...
Good thing we're documenting this.
No, it's true.
I'll forget it tomorrow.
Yeah, if you forget, then you can just refer back to this video.
Yeah.
So are you trained in the European fashion of apprenticeship?
I would say that it was very much like an apprenticeship. I had a great relationship with my high school, or at least I think it was. I would start it off there. I would cut school and go to work instead, and that didn't fly out so well. But the principal of my high school, the chef and the general manager of the restaurant that I worked, they actually had a meeting about me. They put together a program that was like an apprenticeship. Every Thursday I would start my day at 7 a.m. at the restaurant. I'd work all the way until midnight. And I worked, 5 days a week at the restaurant. Would always start early and come in early because I was slow and new, and But Thursdays were a real special day. So that's what I was doing when I was 16.
Chef Stuart Brioza of The Progress and State Bird Provisions. Yeah, thank you very much.
Great to have you.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Excellent.
Thanks for your time.